Hello again, this is Durante, and I hadn't made a video. I haven't been keeping up with the video thing lately, and I don't know what to say about that. At this point, I'm just gonna be making videos when I can and upload them on Sunday. If short, long, any form will work. I'm just gonna upload them on Sunday and stuff like that. In any case, the assignment, the project, next project I'm working on is like a scene of someone coming home exhausted and frustrated with the day. They open the door into their room, then close it behind them. I could make it into an apartment. I could make it to basically anything really. How I want to do it is up to debate for myself. In any case though, right now though, the assignment I'm working on is one I'm working on is different from its original goal because last week of the last week of June, I kind of had to start over again. My teacher sent me a message saying, "Hey, you have to start over from the ground up again. But this time, I'm gonna help see if you can do better by giving you this pose to work with, so you have an idea of what you're trying to go for." In retrospect, I get what he's saying, though. I truly do. But it is a lot harder than it seems. I can give you that. It's a lot harder, in all honesty. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm doing progress in trying to change things up a bit, like testing the waters, so to speak. Like, what I'm doing right now is adding space to all my animation, like adding more frames and all that sort of stuff, up to 100 or for me to up to 400 or 450 at the very least of frames. The other thing I'm gonna do is try to make a lot of poses for each of the frames. Like I get what he's saying though. Like when he told me to start over, it's more like I'm not really seeing things naturally in the sense of things like I I still focusing on animating everything, but just not putting enough time to make it natural. Or I'm not seeing how to put it natural, make it natural. I'm taking some time to like stand up, stand up and practice movements every time. But sometimes I just don't get it right. It's frustrating, but I'm trying because I chose a discipline that at this point I don't think it's fit for me, but I'm gonna keep going at this point. I'm gonna continue practicing other stuff, and eventually in the future I'm planning on doing some stuff for art fight when it starts because I really want to do this kind of stuff. I've seen people do it, like other YouTubers do it, and well, I've seen a lot of art that looks amazing and stuff. And I kind of want to do it too, and I also like the idea of seeing someone make a set out of my art and all that sort of stuff. That's just me. In any case, though, this week is gonna be a lot more. This video is not gonna be a full in-depth me animating everything, but it's gonna be just enough of everything to like show 'em what I'm trying to go for. If I go into the software and actually push this back up here again, I'm gonna show I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do. I'm probably not gonna use this because I can't select the feet or anything. So I'm gonna put this into the shot cam, open this up, and show what it has so far. Like at the current at the current shot right now, you can't see anything. like at all. You see the person's hand, you see them coming in, and stuff like that. Granted, though, I'm gonna admit it's a little bit slow. I may need to change the pacing a bit with the animation. Like for example, I may need to change like how the hips, like the spine and stuff is right here. Change that up and make it so that there's a little bit of a move. There's some movement when they're moving as they're walking. Like at least add some add something. Like I just need to change one thing for the most part. Like they get to here, I move. I'm gonna put some movement on like like I think what I'm gonna do for this like for do for that is like change it up a bit, like sort of add some turning into like I'm gonna try to like relax the shoulders and stuff like that. Let's see if that doesn't thing. I'm gonna key here. Like for the most part, also gotta remember that the issue with how I key everything is also a thing. Like so far though, like that's basically what I'm trying to make it natural. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to figure out how to do it naturally while also doing the facial expressions as well, while having a deadline of it being the next day sort of deal. I hate that so much. In any case though, I'm just gonna go quiet for right now. I'm gonna go quiet and then um continue onwards after this. I'm gonna stop at some point. I'm gonna stop at some point during the video and let it and end it off there. I'm not an expert on being a YouTuber. I'm not trying to. Actually, I shouldn't be really. I'm sure. I'm not really trying to be a YouTuber. I just want to upload how I'm feeling at the moment, or at least have a recording of my process to get an idea of what I need to work on and stuff like that. Part of me is saying I should send this to someone and get their reply on this. That way, I have more feedback on like what I need to do from here and stuff like that. In any case, I'll 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 talk back. Yeah. Okay, I'm back again, but I'm gonna say this right now. I'm doing something and I don't have an idea how I'm doing this. You see that where the hand raises up and stuff like that? I don't know how I did it. It looks a lot more natural than I had it or, originally planned. I had it planned so it'd be closer to here because I thought, oh, it'd be like a quick hand lift up. But no, it would be more. I thought it'd be more natural if the hand went up sooner before the rest of the body. It looks a lot natural than that. So I think I'm starting to understand like how to do things more naturally and all that sort of stuff. If I hit select all, I I don't think it all went through, which is a problem. Actually, let me pause this and just click this again. Okay, what I'm doing right now is actually like focusing on like contact poses and stuff like that. If I select all, actually let me just stop and hit select all. Yeah, you see where these points here? Essentially, what I'm doing is like I'm making the contact poses first before I make the next pose. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm like this is it's working. It feels to me it feels like it's gonna work with what I'm doing. If I like try to do the contact poses first before I make the next pose, essentially. Because I think that's the reason why I didn't do so well with my other assignments because I'm trying to make it. It's hard to explain, but I'm trying to make each pose and stuff like that as soon as possible. But it's feels like it's a detriment to me. So right now I'm doing like when I first started off, I did the main poses, like the pose you'll see the most out of the character. Like like you see them moving and all that sort of stuff. That's the pose you would mostly see. But in all honesty, it didn't work out because I got C, and the worst part is the animation takes up majority of the grade. So I had to eight that it takes 80% of the assignment. I got two things right, and those were the naming of the assignment, and that's it. That's how bad. That's how much trouble. That's how bad my animation is at the moment. I want to correct that. Truly, I want to correct that and fix that. But I know for a fact it's going to take time to get there because majority of the classes are a month at a time, which means there's not enough time to do everything compared to a normal school. And that's the part that kind of irks me. It's like you don't have enough time to do this and that for all these assignments and stuff, or learning the skills needed. They tell you about the skills. It's basically no different from reading a book. Like in my honest opinion, the school I'm in is called Full Sail. I'll tell you not. This school, it supplies you with materials for everything, including everything to one day get a job and stuff like that. And if you need some form of learning material or you need to learn about certain things, they supply you with it. They supply you with everything you need, but at the same time though, they're rushing you every month. So you got to spend the whole month studying everything you learn and try to memorize it. then throw it away and memorize this. The thing is, though, they're teaching you everything that goes into every different job that relates. Like I want to learn animation. They're teaching me everything from the ground up of what goes into animation, including the jobs in the field and positions that go into them that I can choose from. That's the thing I'm trying. That's the thing I'm like they're trying to do, but it's like it's a little too much. They should make it be more a little bit more specific of what you want to do. Let's say if I want to pursue animation entirely on its own, they could have made more classes that focus completely on animation as a whole instead of just, you know, throwing it out there, in all things considered. Instead of just throwing the classes at you, is all I'm gonna say. It's so much stuff that you gotta constantly keep track of. In most cases, though, it's fine because I can sort of manage it and stuff like that. Right now. I'm just doing like a little rant at this portion, and also showing that I got something to write without realizing it, or done something really interesting without realizing it. Like I could like take another frame and make it so the hand opens up first. Like make it so the hand opens up first and closes. That way there's like a motion with the fingers and stuff. But in any case, though, I'm rambling. I'm gonna mute myself up and continue on with like speeding up the video. In any case, though, Okay, then I'm making this as a stopping point for now because some reason the Wi-Fi just went dead on me, so I can't listen to my music while doing this assignment, which kind of sucks for me the most because I usually do a lot of things like listening to music and helps me focus. But now it's being gone for whatever reason. In any case, though, okay, it's getting late for me. But here's what I have so far. Like if I put the background in and stuff like that. So far, it's okay to me. It looks pretty good. Like the only I don't I like I can I'm start I can see some issues with the animation starting off is the fact of how the door how the character interacts with the door. Like that like hold up. Like this part right here. It's this part feels a little weird because it starts speeding up a bit more. All they did was just unlock the door and push it. But it doesn't look like there's enough force in that push for it to actually look believable, if you get what I'm saying. Like the force of the push doesn't look that believable. And that's the part that kind of sucks. Like to me, it feels like I'm doing better. In all honesty, the only thing is I can't get the timing right, or make it, or I can't figure out how to make it natural in the movements. I can get something, but not everything. Like right now, I'm just making it move slow, just so that I can get something right. I add, I just add a bunch of frames to it. I made so many changes to it from the original. Actually, in fact, if I just stop this and go back, save this, I'm gonna actually open the original to show you what I mean. I'm assuming it's on before. If not, I may be wrong. This is shocking. Looks like it. Okay, here's the original. This was supposed to be like a blockout where I just my first idea, just the main post.